Hey guys, it's Austin Keene, and I'm out here on a beautiful private lake in Central California, and I'm going to teach you how to do a 360 wake surfing behind my MasterCraft XT22. So the first step in learning a 360 is determining what type of board you're using. So the surf style boards are going to have larger fins, which is going to help with your drive and control on the 360. However, it's going to take a lot more power and a different technique to get that 360 around. The SKIM style board has less fin, so it's going to be a lot easier to spin that 360 around, but a lot harder to control it when coming around and trying to keep it from over rotating. So a really common problem when doing a 360 is people like to come up tall midways through the 360. That's going to cause you to generate more rotation speed and also throw you off balance. So keep your center of gravity low to the board, and if you do happen to come up mid 360, try to come right back down when completing the rotation. So start your 360 with a little bit of forward momentum. Obviously with the surf style, we need to break those fins loose, so you can start with a little bit faster forward momentum. Start in the back of the wave, and right when you reach that pocket of the wave, that's when you want to perform your 360. Don't do it too close to the boat, because when you do that bottom turn, it might carry you over the wave rather than keeping that rotation in the pocket. Don't delay the 360, do it right when you start generating a little bit of forward momentum, right in the pocket, and use that lip to help push you back into the wave rather than going over the wave. Remember, when you're doing that 360, stay super low to the board, don't come up midways, and when you're staying low, that means bending at the knees, not bending at the waist. Always point your head to the direction that you want to go, and the rest of your body should follow. Really focus on breaking those fins loose, getting that bottom turn nice and drivey, and distributing your weight so you're able to break your fins loose and get that 360 rotation down. So a 360 on a SKIM style board is actually a lot easier to complete the actual 360 rotation, but a few problems that people run into is over rotation and burying the rail. Ways to avoid these problems is, for over rotation, you can actually put your hand in the wave where you started the 360 while looking over your shoulder, because where you look is going to direct the rest of your momentum. So look over your shoulder while putting your hand in the wave, and you'll let yourself over rotate just a little bit, and then it will swing back around right towards the boat, right on track where you want to be, setting up to ride, setting up for your next trick. If you find yourself bearing the toe side edge of the board as you're coming back to complete your 360, just put a little bit of weight distribution on the heels as you're coming around, but make sure that you still have a nice low center of gravity and a solid, strong stance. So when doing your 360, position on the wave is really important. Try not to go too high on the wave with the SKIM style board, because you'll find yourself sliding down the face of the wave into flats, and once you get to flats, you're going to completely lose all momentum on that wave. So you're likely using a smaller fin on your SKIM style board compared to a surf style, so your rotation is going to be a lot easier to perform, but you are still going to have to break that fin loose a little bit. Use a nice solid bottom turn towards the face of the wave. You can actually put your hand in the wave to pull you around and initiate that 360 spin, and make sure you're staying really low, and that means back straight, not bending over your toes. And as you're coming around, staying low all the way through, look over your left shoulder towards the boat and put your hand back in the wave to help keep you from over rotating. One way you can stay in the wave after completing your 360, if you find yourself drifting back or losing the wave, is start with a little bit of forward momentum. Remember, when doing 360 on a SKIM style board, there's not a lot of fin back there, so you don't have to put too much into your 360. Do a nice, easy, slow rotation that you can control and get back on track and stay in that wave. Remember, keep your back straight, stay low to the board, and I hope these tips help you complete your first 360. If you have any questions or comments, message us on our social channels, and thanks for being a part of the MasterCraft family.